My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to the Ascension update here in Slay the Spire. Alright, Exordium. Random common relic or remove a card from your deck. That's actually a really good choice. Ooh. I want to go with a random common relic because it can entirely define the run. Or it could be Prayer Wheel, Regal Pillow, or... Stop tweeting, birds.
Seriously? Yeah, you're gonna use that whole 280 characters? But
it could be run defining, or it could be Prayer Wheel, it could be Dreamcatcher, or it could be Regal. Or a Chalcum. I mean, in the early game, that's not bad. Okay, good. I do have Ascension mode on. Lovely. So I can catch 3 if I go on the insides. There's also the opportunity of just trying to dodge as many elites as possible. I don't think that's my jam, but it is technically possible. Just spend your entire time in Ascension mode dodging elites so that you don't have so much difficulty with it. I mean, the whole point is the difficulty, so let's embrace that. Not really able to rely on Orichalcum any of the times here. Oh well. Hey, now I get to in a hand where I'm already weakened. Well done. This is a follow-up weaken, so unless I get 3 strikes in the next hand, which is exceedingly unlikely, I was going to have to face another attack. Beautiful. Managed to get out of that fight with taking no damage. That is unlikely. I'll take an Acrobatics, because it's a really good card draw. Not great for my offensive potential, but still a really good card draw. Beautiful, no defense, and you're gonna buff. Unfortunately, 1 attack light of where I really want to be there. Yeah, final card was strike because of course it was. Ooh. It's a rough 14, but thankfully it goes down to 10, and we have perfect block for it. Follow-up just needs 3 strikes, and we've got a kill. See, if I use Acrobatics, I'm going to definitely draw both of those strikes, and then my next hand is much more wild. This way, I think I just double strike and I kill anyway. Yeah, beautiful. Usually by this point in the game, as the Silent, just in the first 2 fights, I've taken some damage at least. But nope, not here. I like it. I can get used to this. Alright, there's no longer 7 incoming damage. I'm going to Acrobatics looking for... Yeah, there we go, Noxious Fumes. So I'm completely protected, and now I actually get to pop both of their curls, as well as set up Noxious Fumes. That went really well. I can't rely on Orichalcum the entire game. I've got to remind myself of that, because a lot of my losses have... Or rather, a lot of my losses in runs that have had Orichalcum came from me relying on Orichalcum for all of my defense, and then suddenly it's not enough. Terra and the Noxious Fumes are ridiculous. They're insane. In terms of the amount of defense that they provide me. Offense they provide me. Especially against targets like elites. As long as I have the ability to fully block them every turn, I'll just stall them like that. Because they're going to make me, like, as soon as there were 2 fat gremlins in this fight, I was going to be weakened for pretty much the entirety of the fight. I was never really going to overcome that. So, why bother? It's an unfortunate one. I'm going to take 1 damage here. really do need to upgrade Noxious, because I have no other AoE in the deck. And I mean, depending on how things turn out, I might just not pick up any other AoE. Beautiful. Alright. Everyone except for the Mad Gremlin is going to be dead by the end of the next turn. So now, strike, 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 and beautiful. I mean, come on. This is working out really well. Escape plan, sure. No negative impact on any deck archetype that I tend to run. Transform a card, sure. Transform a strike. Not particularly pleased about that, I gotta be honest. Two question marks. Or another elite. I'm gonna go for the extra elite. Yeah, you can see why I might not be. Really? I have to get Noxious Fumes active. Unfortunately, that means I will be taking 6 damage this turn. I have to get Noxious Fumes active because I'm about to have the enemy spit web at me, and if it spits web at me, I'm not really going to be doing a bunch of damage with my attacks, so I'm going to need something to deal my damage. I'm so mad. Alright. I actually can't take any of you down. I hate this so much. Yep, get to take another 5 damage in this fight. Yay. That was just a bad spread on the opener. One, two, yay! Started to kill him. So really mad about that finisher. Bye-bye. Alright, elite is the next space. Nope, don't really want any of those. This one is going to be rough. That sucks. Really wanted Noxious Fumes in my opening turn there. So here I get to fully block, but unfortunately I am made vulnerable. Weakness potion probably gets dropped here. Unfortunately, I can't rely on that escape plan not drawing me trash. Here we go with Finisher actually doing a lot of work there. Well done, Finisher. Whetstone upgraded Finisher as well. Okay, now Finisher is a lot better. The deck gets better if I take Leg Sweep because it works into the build for Escape Plan, or if I take Slice because it works into the build for Finisher. I don't really want a Finisher build. I don't think a Finisher build is ultimately going to be able to stay up on its own 2 feet for that long. So I'm going to get the weakness and defense. Alright, now we need to dig at every single rest site, and we need to hit every single rest site available. Oh, fuck off. Paper Crane would have been amazing, but we can't do it, I guess. That's fine. That's fine. We can't do it, we can't do it. Let's go for card removal services. I am just going to be removing attacks, which is going to make Finisher perform much, much, much worse. I totally understand that. But, say la vie. is my favorite Sailor Scout. Okay. My goal is now just stand still and stay alive until everyone else dies. I mean, they'll die eventually. 5 damage that turn. Okay, well, unfortunately, I do have to get a little aggressive this turn. So I'll just try and make sure that one goes down super early. Take a third of the damage and effects that I'm taking off. Okie dokie. That frontliner is now dead. And unless I get ridiculously poor draws, I should now be able to keep myself completely defended while the other two just die of their own accord here. This is one of the big reasons why Noxious Fumes and upgrading Noxious Fumes on the first floor is so good for a run where you're particularly targeting elites. So I do take 1 damage here, but still, that was the most block I could have gotten. So, well, outside of drawing, you know, a survivor. I mean, hell. It's nice that Finisher only keeps turning up in hands where I actually have attacks. Very kind of it. I love the idea of taking expertise, but you can't turn down adrenaline. You just can't. I think it's actually a crime. Oh, yes. Mummified Hand. Whenever you play a power, reduce a random card in your in your hand to cost 0 this turn. Perfect. I will offer... I mean, if I offer Finisher, they'll just heal me to full. And then I won't have Finisher in my deck anymore. I only have 3 other attacks in my deck. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be continually removing more and more attacks from my hands, or my game. So, it seems to me a bad idea. I'll leave Adrenaline there. Yeah, it seems to me a bad idea to leave Finisher in my deck when I'm going to be removing all of the other aggressive cards from my deck. Damn it, trains. That's not even a train. That's a really loud truck. Alright. Hit him with that perma weaken. Almost completely defended myself. So this is 3 elites on the first floors. The silent is still pretty good. Going pretty much as well as could be expected. Hopefully I don't all just get defensive cards in this turn, because I really need aggressive cards. Close-ish. I think we might get out of this without taking much more damage. Leg sweep strike. You bleed to that, and then yeah, we're actually getting out of this without taking another hit. That's ridiculous. End the turn immediately and just watch the enemy die. Give me Snecko Skull. Bag of Marbles is actually really good as well. Expertise, now I can take it. Oh, but Caltrops is actually really good because of the Mummified Hand. Now it's basically a free card, but I did want Expertise, and then it showed up. I'm not going to look at gift horse in the mouth on that one. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I want to... I've got one card that exhausts in my deck. Alright, I guess I'm just not picking up any more exhaust cards. I can't play that yet, so I'll play the expertise first. Then this... Hey! Alright. No, I've got 2 cards in my deck. Dodge and roll is actually okay in this deck. Forgot that I had Terror. Yeah, Eviscerate's never really going to work in this deck, so I'm pretty sad about that. Nine damage 3 times, 27 damage. $13, 9, 22. I mean, technically in this turn, Eviscerate does something. But it's going to be uncastable most turns, because it costs 4, and I need to discard a card to lower its cost. Okay. I'm just going to set myself up with some block for next turn, because next turn is actually the one that goes kind of hog wild. 8 times 2. Perfect. I really wanted to get a leg sweep there because now my opponent's weakened for this upcoming turn, which is also a multi-hit. So it actually saves me a bunch of possible damage. Now, usually, at this point, I would be frustrated. Like, oh, great, I'm actually not doing anything in this fight. Nothing's actually happening. But, of course, I'm not. Because my enemy is getting poisoned. So this is all still happening. Even when nothing's happening, things are happening. Beautiful. I'd love to get some footwork in this build. Footwork being the power that gives you 2 decks when you play it. That would just be such a boon. Considering how much HP I have, I can actually just get a little more aggressive here. Speed up the fight. I could actually just face tank a couple hits, in fact. I can't actually think of any reason not to. Alright. In 33 more damage, this enemy will be on the floor. But they only had 31 more HP. You want to know something funny? I think it's Glass Knife. Especially in the opening turn, Glass Knife's really good because it's got the vulnerability stack already on someone. After Image, I mean, I'm going to be reasonably well defended, and After Image, since I haven't got actually like a degenerate deck, I've got a 0 and a 0 and a little bit of mana manipulation here and there, but since I haven't actually gotten something that's got like a bunch of 0s or shivs or something like that and goes off, After Image isn't going to provide me that much block a turn, whereas Glass Knife in the opening turn is going to be 12, 6, 18, 18 times 2, 36. 36 damage on a single target, and it's only going to get better from there. I think this actually ends up becoming my only aggressive card in the deck. Specimen. It's Specimen. It's either Specimen or I take the Astrolabe and I remove all of the strikes from my deck by upgrading them. Nah, it's Specimen. It's going to make my life easier when everyone is dying due to the AoE, and then I just want one specific person to die at a certain point. Alright, which of these has the most camps? Because that's my... Okay, double camp here, double camp there. I guess it's still only double camps. It's a shame. That's a shame. I mean, Burst is pretty good, but I just played the card that I would play Burst with. So I'm a little disappointed. Alright, one down. Yeah, I'm actually not going to play Expertise here because I don't want to draw the Noxious Fumes and then not be able to play it because I won't have the energy. Yeah, this is a problem. That's really unfortunate. I'm not actually going to have enough strikes to put these people on the floor, is another thing I've realized. Speaking of, though, made that strike cost less. That one in the back line is going to punish me. Ugh. What if I drop a Terror and just wait for it to give me an aggressive card? Please do. Alright. Well, I wasn't exactly let down there. And I'm going to try and keep my HP high. And especially keep that weaken train on the one in the top. Because I'm not going to be able to keep it there for long. Okay, you go down. Then I will fully defend myself. And then we just get to wait for this bird to die. Right? I should be able to, yeah, fully defend against the next attack as well. Or just kill you. That works too. So we did use 2 potions there, but that fight was pretty much perfectly set to counter me. Backflip is really good. That fight was pretty much perfectly set to counter me, so I'm fine that I only used 2 there. Remove all strikes and gain 5 bites is fine by me. My max HP is nothing. Upgrade all strikes and defense. Well done. I mean, I could upgrade all of my defense using this. Horror of all horrors. I actually think I do that. Oh, fuck off. Never mind. I can't go back. So now I do have to remove something from my deck. It's going to be a bite. Thank you for the max HP. Apotheosis has to be. So is it that and card removal or that and malaise? Should be that and malaise. Because now I can just incapacitate someone instantly and forever. Here we go and dig. Runic Dodecahedron is going to be active actually reasonably commonly as a result of the bites that I just picked up in my deck. As much as I did want to malaise first there, and just malaise for, like, all of my opponent's attack damage, I was a little scared. Of finishing that sentence. No, I was a little scared of, you know, drawing Apotheosis immediately after and then regretting it because, oh shit, I could have had Apotheosis and I didn't now. Oof. Rough. Hey, Apotheosis got upgraded, hell yeah. Could I have engineered that specifically so that Apotheosis was the one upgraded? I think I could have and I just screwed that up. Obviously, a bigger malaise here would just completely incapacitate the Book of Stabbing. In fact, I guess, yeah, I was probably just wrong on the way I dealt with that. If I can farm some more HP out of this character, though, I'm going to be more than pleased about it. Because then the runic dodecahedron will start up, and I'll just get all that extra energy, all that extra... Yum, 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 yum. Damn it. Alright, I need all my bites. Come on. Give me all my bites. Bite, 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 bite. 1. I can only bite once in the next turn. That sucks. Damn it! So now I'm 1 away from max HP, so the runic dodecahedron is going to be active for me. Sucks. I don't have enough card draw in this deck. I mean, I do have expertise. I do have adrenaline, escape plan, backflip, but I don't have enough card draw in my deck to use the outmaneuver consistently. Dig. Perfect. Singing Bowl is really good. Duvu Doll, I have no curses, and I don't intend to keep any. In fact. Alright. Let's remove all of your artifacts here. I'm just gonna set myself up for better next turn. And there's all the artifacting gone, and now we can just bite you to death. Easy done. I haven't got anything expensive enough to put setup in the deck. I don't have enough card draw to support a slice deck, and Masterful Stab is hilarious. It's just not a good card. In my own honest opinion. Okay. I'm gonna have 5 energy next turn. That's gonna be ridiculous. Whew. And then I'll break the armor with that one. What? Oh, because you're vulnerable. Whoops. Screwed that up. Blur. I mean, Blur's pretty good. Wow, cheaper leg sweep. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I actually will use a blur here. It's gonna be pretty good. Block that turn, and the next one. I'm going to use an elixir, and then I'm going to alchemize. Cool. The fact that my deck is heavily defensive and has the ability to heal itself means this runic dodecahedron and this Art of War are actually working ridiculously. They are super overperforming. Uh-huh. So, unfortunately, we're going to lose our runic dodecahedron buffs. It's a hard knock life. Alright. So we set the one up in front to die. And this is fine because the one in the back only uses Entangle. Or rather, the worst effect they do is Entangle. And if they entangle me, I'm just going to defend because I have a bunch of defenses in my deck anyway. Well-laid plans is totally fine. Let's use an acrobatics here. Hang on. No, I don't actually get a good benefit out of anything. I wanted to try and kill this slaver so that it was going to pass off the 15 damage to the Taskmaster before the end of the turn, so that the 15 damage trigger would hit the Taskmaster. But that really wasn't going to work out that way. And I'll keep another backflip just so I can make sure that I get a bite next turn. A single bite next turn will do this for me. Beautiful. Alright. Gets the kill. Fully heals me. Runic Dodecahedron's back. Tori, as well as a regen potion. It could scarcely be better. The more and more I think about it, the more and more I realize that After Image is actually ridiculous. Not only because I do end up playing a reasonable amount of things in a turn because of the Runic Dodecahedron as well as the Art of War, but also because it actually costs 0 effectively, considering I have the Mummy Hand. I've got to keep reminding myself I have that mummified hand, because if I do the ordering of my turn right, I can actually pay nothing for, like, really cool things. Unfortunately, now we're frail, so this could be a rough turn for us. Alright, cool. Fully healthy. Playing a ridiculous amount of cards. Shuffling them all back into my deck, making my deck on aggregate worse. Thank you, Dead Branch. I didn't even have a choice whether or not I picked up the Dead Branch, by the way. Just in case you're thinking I did. I didn't. Alright, let's use Storm. Let's get all these upgraded shivs. Let's use all these upgraded shivs. Get a bunch of other cards in our deck because, heck, why not? Because the enemy's going to kill itself in 2 turns anyway. Expertise, draw 5 cards. Pretty good amount overall to a drawn. And enemy is deceased. Beautiful. Bye-bye. This seems like it's going to be a really successful Ascension run. Like, it's already ridiculous. This actually could be good because I've got the bag of marbles. So it'll guarantee, basically, that on the first turn I get to blow someone up. Mm-hmm. Kind of like that. But see, here I was thinking with the upgraded version of each of the cards that I used there. Unfortunately, I don't have the upgraded version of each of the cards that I was using there. I've only got the Apotheosis that I need to draw. Alright, well, Apotheosis in my next hand, at least. Endless Agony exhausts itself. Gives me a new card. Fight. Defend. I could use my other defend. And I should. I just want to be healing up Jirova the... Jirova. Yep, that's a word. Jirova. You know, Jirin and, Over. Okay, one more bite will have the full health back. This draws until I have 8. I can actually get Grand Finale to activate here. I just need to think about it for a second. Escape Plan removes a card from my hand, gives me a card. So that there's 6 left in here. And I play Expertise, and I will draw 4 more. No, that's not the right order. Because then Acrobatics takes me over. Alright, if I Acrobatics first and I discard Survivor, then I end up with 7 cards in hand by drawing 4. Then I Escape Plan, then I Expertise. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I Escape Plan, then I Expertise. As much as I wanted the extra HP, I really wanted to get that Grand Finale active, just cause I can. Piercing Whale exhausts itself, so it's going to give me another card in my deck that I don't want, so let's not do that. Let's dig for another relic. Oh, fuck, yes, Bottled Flame. Always put Gloss Knife in my opening hand. Now I really do need to upgrade both Backstab and the Knife. I mean, hit the right card every time. That's actually amazing. So one power made the other power cost less, then the other power made the card that is innate exhaust cost less. That was kind of ridiculous. Adrenaline. Okay, so we do actually need to start killing these pipsqueaks. Trying to fully defend myself. This is going to be the one that I kill last. Well, that would have been nice earlier. So a big reason to kill all of these, by the way, is the fact that they will then pass all of their poison to the deer leader in the back line. One down. Unfortunately, I'm going to be taking a little more damage here than I'd like. I can heal that up over the course of the fight. Not even unlikely, to be fair. Alright, alright. Now we've got that 29 on the backliner. I do have a catalyst in this deck as well. Not in the deck proper, but we do have a catalyst that we picked up as a result of the Dead Branch. Alright, now that we're back on full health, we get that extra energy. And we've still got expertise in our deck, so these draws are going to be great. That was as much blocking as I could do, and I tried my best. I think there's a catalyst still in here. Unless I'm just dumb and bad. Yeah, there is a catalyst in there. God damn it, it's in the bottom 3. Come on. If I got that any earlier, we were already... Alright, just let them all die. Thank you. Burst is good. Burst is really good. Burst is good. Burst is really good. It might actually be Philosopher's Stone here. Yep. We need the extra energy because we have so much card draw in our deck that just one extra energy present all turns is going to be a real big boon for us. 1 rest, 2 rest, 3 rest. Yeah. So we are going down that line, so we start here. Good. Okay. Just fumes. Alright. So 12, 24, 18. 24 plus 18 is the 42. So I'm going to be just short of killing a Darkling, but then 42 is 52. So I can actually kill this one. This changes things because I should definitely use Dagger Spray. Alright. Fully defended, killed one of them, exhausted a bunch of my cards, and full health. I mean, that's fully defended, just restate. I've still got Burst and Adrenaline in that deck. Can't wait to see them both turn up at the same time. There's Burst. Hey, there it is. Alright. Let's burst a escape plan first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I need to play 2 cards before I do it then. Yeah, now I can play it. I needed 1 more blank space. Did I? Because I don't think the second one technically exhausts. Yeah, the second one doesn't technically exhaust, so you don't actually get a second trigger of Dead Branch when you burst something that exhausts. That's what I was worried about, just in case. I didn't really make that clear, to be fair. There we go. Okay. Nope. No. I don't need to bloat my deck anymore. It's doing fine as is. I love the idea of burst acrobatics. Draws 3, discards 1. So we go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go up to 8. Go down to 7. Go up to 10. Okay, burst acrobatics. The reason I did this is I was looking for Apotheosis. Unfortunately, burst wasn't upgraded, so we're not going to be bursting adrenaline. There's a backstab. Do need a little more defense before I kill that. Okay. Beautiful. Now we're fully defended against that, and we killed it. Yay! Purred, and I'll malaise the target that I'm not going for. So again, I'm fully defended. This extra energy is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's leg sweep. Double bite isn't going to kill, but I do desperately want to kill this in time. So we do have to hit it with a little bit of terror, then finish it off. We should be able to build up enough thorns before we have to do anything to this enemy here. Expertise to draw 6. It's gotta be glass knife bite, right? It's not. Because we'll get the armor after we hit. So I'll bite, I'll get healed, I'll take 7 damage, then I'll get 1 armor. It's not the correct order for me. Plus, I can just outweight him. There's no rush. See? That'll do it. The elites on this floor could be particularly deadly. I will take an upgraded Predator just because the extra 2 card draw is really good. Receive 2 madness, 1000% yes. If we hit that on Predator or leg sweep or, you know, any of these kinds of cards, then our life changes significantly in that moment. 1 dead, 2 dead. And I'm just going to make my next hand better. I do need to hit a lot of bites as well over the course of this fight if possible. If at all possible, rather. Well, that's kind of a bad turn. We're going to be healing up to try and make up for this turn for a while. Let's burst the escape plan here. I guess I'll just have Madness Burst. Well, it didn't actually lower the cost of the defend like I was hoping, but okay, I guess. What blew the enemy up when it hit me? I don't know. Damn it, you lowered the cost of leg sweep. I didn't want you to do that because I wanted to use madness to do that. Okay, well. Use madness to lower the cost of that one. I'll burst a leg sweep against the main target. You, and then I've still got a burst coming out on this malaise, which should help incapacitate this guy forever. All right, now I just need to hit him with a bunch of bites. Hit him with the rhythm and give him astigmatism. Come on. Let's go. 2, 3, 4. We've got so much that costs nothing. I need to hit him with 5 more bites over the course of this. 5 more bites. Yeah, I can't even hit him with 5 more bites now. Damn. Well, 1 more bite. 1 more bite. Acrobats. Not the card I was trying to discard, but fine. Backflip. Bite! Got him! None of that's necessary. Got a question mark before we end up going to a digging site. In just a moment. Yeah, I did that one card late. Unfortunately, Apotheosis is now too late to really use. That really blows, because now we have to wait a whole nother deck until we get Apotheosis back. All of that blue. Still managed to get a reasonable turn out of it, though. Unfortunately, we were always 1 energy behind where we wanted. I wanted to burst the madness, for example, and then I was unable to do that. Definitely Apotheosis. Probably leg sweep. Unfortunately, I will take a little damage here, but this is a fight that I can prolong for a while to get a bunch of bites off. If need be. And if you'll just ask me, I'll tell you that need does be. There we go. I'm gonna go for Phantasmal Killer and then backflip. Depends on our next hand, but we could just blow you up. In fact, we will. You're weakened, and we've got Phantasmal Killer, and I've probably got Predator in this next hand. Yeah. Alright, that worked out pretty well. And we're back on full HP. I'm gonna keep Elixir, just in case. There's one elite that would make me regret my life if I did not have Elixir. And that is the Nemesis. Just fill my card with burn. My card, yes, my card. That's what they. Fill my deck with burns. It would. Predator just got loading costs. That's pretty ridiculous. Okay, Tactician. I think I actually will go for the drawers to see if I can find it, and no, I can't. Beautiful. What I was looking for was obviously Apotheosis, though. Still a pretty damn good turn, if I did say so myself. If we had calipers in this run, we would be just an impenetrable wall. Unfortunately, we don't. Then I'll madness that leg sweep. And we get Wraithfall, which I can't play. Wow. Oh, there are so few cards in that position that I wasn't going to be able to play. Wraithfall was one of them. Ugh. Alright. Apotheosis, Noxious Fumes, Bite, and then Expertise for 6 is pretty good. Alright, I'm going to burst this Madness. Yeah, and it does hit Predator, hell yeah. I wasn't even relying on that. I was like, if it just hits 2 bites, that's fine. If it hits a bite and a defend, that's fine. It's just... There's a lot of times I found that I'll hold on to a Madness for an entire match because I'm like, it's still got a better target, and then I never use it. Because that entire time, it had a better target, and then the fight is over. Well done, me. Beautiful. Alright, 202. Don't really like this next hand. Phantasmal Killer. Defend, and sure, I'll use a Shiv. And a Reflex. See, exactly the kind of thing I didn't want there. I love how cocky it is to say goodbye when I'm actually just going to take no damage. Let's burst an upgraded acrobatics here. And then the next one. Ooh, just got a tactician. Don't mind if I do. Beautiful. There's all of our defensiveness taken care of. We'll survive it to discard a bite. Expertise, draw another 5. Yeah. It's pretty good. Bag of preparation. Holy shit, our opening hand is going to be 9 large, 9 strong. And of course, another adrenaline, because of course. Darkstone Periapt, I mean, in the best case scenario, it won't trigger over the course of the rest of this fight. Oddly Smooth Stone is amazing. Pen Nib, going to be pretty good as well. Obviously, depending on my draws and when it turns out to be active. I've got a shot for the next space, so no. Footwork. I actually kind of want to take Pear as well. I think that was a good idea. Alright, this opening hand is going to be buck fucking wild. Let's go. Apotheosis. Then blow one of the strongest ones up instantly. Drop a Terror just to get a new card. Drop a Madness just to get a new card. Go for Doppelganger. And then just make sure that I have a bunch of cards in the next hand. Try and go off then as well. Obviously targeted at the very end there, the character that was only weak or only vulnerable this turn, whereas this one's vulnerable forever. Alright, we'll madness the expertise. This is going to make our draws so much easier. The trade lowers the cost of another card. It's definitely going to be burst the double adrenalines. So I need to use pretty much everything else that I can use first. Oops. Okay, it's only going to be burst one of the adrenalines because I'm bad at everything. And forgot how games work. Right. Little target there. Double defend goes off. Then a predator goes off. An acrobat goes off. Target there. Target there. And then melee's the back line. Front line's dead. Deflect for the heck of it. All of that was woefully unnecessary. But it was fun. That's what really matters in the end, doesn't it? Alright. Predator, one down. Fight, fight. Expertise, draw a new hand. And that glass knife will do it. Easy. Too much stuff being added to my deck by taking either of those. Don't be Nemesis, don't be Nemesis. Hello, Nemesis. Be really nice to get an early... apotheosis here. Does look like that's not happening, though. Yeah, that's not happening. Well, at the very least, there are a bunch of turns that we will be able to entirely block through. Maybe I can try and set myself up to just get a giant hit on the right turn. Noxious into Noxious. Acrobat through. Okay, now this is good. We can Survivor, Bite, Defend, Madness to make sure that Leg Sweep is always the right cost. And then hit the enemy with too many attacks. These burns. This is why I did keep the elixir, though. First backflip. Single melee. Very end. Alright, this follow-up turn we could go off. A lot of extra energy. Yeah, that's not a going off turn, unfortunately. I'm gonna have a lot of energy next turn, but that's not the right freaking turn for it, is it? Thankfully, I do have a blur in my deck, so I might actually just be able to set myself up. Expertise, draw 8 cards. Don't mind if I do. There's my blur. Let's burst the escape plan for a double draw. Acrobatics. Drop the burn almost certainly. Survivor that glass knife out of my hand. I was really not hoping to hit that backflip. Played 6 attacks. I mean, that's his 6 damage. Alright. We're just letting the poison, I guess, at this rate build up over the turns. This is all got to be a setup turn for next turn. Well, you know what the biggest setup I can do is? Nightmare Burst Plus. Alright. I've got Pendib active. And I've got 3 bursts in my next hand. 3 burst plus, that is. Okay. Burst. Another burst. Then burst that burst. It's escape plan. Goes 2. Leg sweep. We want that Predator, but we wanted it without having to pay for it. This sucks. Damn Predator. Wait, where was it? Did I end up drawing it there and I just missed it? I mean, I wouldn't have been able to cast it anyway, so whatever. Okay. Acrobat through this card. Defend. Predate. And outmaneuver. Using both Predator and outmaneuver there is pretty much just going to give me 3 extra energy and 2 extra cards next turn, so it sets me up again. Problem is, it's setting me up for a turn where my opponent's still intangible. I really don't like the design of this character. I mean, I've been so quiet on it so far. Who could possibly know? But I really think this is just like a poorly designed elite. And it seems like 50-50 out there, the amount of people that actually agree with me on that or think I'm just a big whingy crybaby. That's totally fine. I've got 2 blurs, so I guess, yeah, next 2 turns are going to be totally defended. Nice. Oh, by the way, the enemy's dead now. Yay. Just ages too late. Blood, double defense, and then just watch him die. At least we had enough defense in this deck to not have to worry at all. Meat on the bone. Yeah, that's going to be super useful for me, meat on the bone. I don't want well-laid plans because it'll interact negatively with expertise, and I usually get a bunch of them in my deck, and I got enough to roll. Alright, never mind. Dig. Omamori. Thanks, game. Real useful card right there. Alright, we need to start working on their artifacting. That card's at no point getting better, so I may as well use it now. So now my next hand's going to have 9. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be perfecting this fight. My next hand's actually going to be full as a result of the Centennial Puzzle giving me the 3 there as well. Alright. Let's try and get all of these on the field. Don't hit the other madness. Fuck you. So it's the only thing I asked for, game. Alright. Adrenaline, double adrenaline. Make sure that I hit the apotheosis. Hell yes. Okay. Now we have a setup. I do need to start using my regen potion at this point as well. Bar extraordinarily poor play, we should win this. I'm just worried that our opening turns there were a lot weaker than they really ought to be. I'm fully defended now. I'll set up dash, then bite for some HP. Oh god, it's gonna be giving me a bunch of stuff. Oh, I forgot about that. Dead branch. Alright. If we bite, defend, defends, then after image will lower the cost of the bouncing flask. So here I will take 2 damage. Since we've got Specimen, the longer it takes us to kill the first target, it really isn't that bad. I can deal twice the amount lost to all enemies. I can deal 30 damage to both of them right now, but that doesn't seem that good. Adrenaline's good. Adrenaline and Deflect are both really good pickups there. Quite pleased about it, in fact. Okay, we will be killing the target in front. Nightmare, Adrenaline. Use Adrenaline. Well-laid plans. It's totally fine. This guy's already dead. I should not focus. Don't want to Adrenaline yet. Just empty some cards out of my hand so that I can expertise for a bunch. I just want to start ticking this pen nib up even more. Alright. I went through all of that draw based on the idea that I wanted to get some of the dazed out of my hand. But also, if I drew Tactician, I would just discard it, and I would be able to get a bunch of extra energy. Alright, there's all of our Adrenalines. Let's start drawing them and getting all of our bonuses out of it. And another card to discard, I guess. That flip, because I don't need the card draw from that, because I've got the Adrenalines. Double hit with those, double tap the Adrenaline. That was mostly just for the energy there. We're still a little bit further away from the pen nib, unfortunately. But it's okay. Corpse Explosion at the end's fine there. It was just short, that final Corpse Explosion, of being able to deal overkill damage. 724. That's pretty good. I think most of that's only for the Ascension bonus, though. I don't think that was actually a good run in particular. Oh no, only 33 was the Ascension bonus. There were 2 elites that I killed without taking damage. I did end up getting an overkill and combo. And Collector. You always pretty much trigger Collector when you get bites. Alright. Well, I am pretty damn pleased about that. That is the first level of Expertise Ascension, rather, completed for the Silent. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we will see you next time, Donald.